Right. Okay, let me get into 6. Hello everybody, I am going to adjust my free wheel. When we've been going out the last few times, it's been squeaking a lot. It's very annoying. So when you go, every time you move it squeaks, very annoying. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to lubricate it first, because obviously lots of dust and everything gets inside. Basically, if you're using that, you're on a track or something, you're not on the road of pavement. You're on a track, so you're going to get mud and bits and pieces coming up into it. So I think it just needs a good clean and lubricating, and then I'm just going to adjust the adjustments on it to make the fit, because it fits on the as you can see. Fits on the foot plate, like so. Well, there's something there that's not quite right. I think maybe a little bit loose or something. So we'll just have a little adjustment, give it a clean, and see what we get. And we've got to, at the same time on my chair, I want to pump the tyres up. The tyres on that, you've got 140 psi in them. So when you get a tyre within a month, something like that, that would drop down to about 80, and then if you leave it for another month, you can be looking at, in the end up, pardon me, about £40, which is way too soft. You know when they're going soft, because when you're in a supermarket, the flat, you know, the floors they have there, polished floors, they squeak, because obviously they're compressed more, so they've got a larger surface area and they make a squeaking noise when you move around, when you turn. That's when you know that the pressures are low. So I'm going to do the pressure on those, because I'm not long ago did them about a month ago, so just want to see what they're like now, see how much they've dropped. So that's 2 things today. Sort that out. I need to adjust the brakes on my chair as well. They seem to be a little bit loose, so I'm just going to adjust those. I had one of my springs break on the brakes on it, but I'll show you that in a minute. So okay, here we go. First of all, let's get you, and I'm just going to pop and get my crutches. Just going to pop and get some kitchen towel so that I can give it a clean. Just a rag. That's it for what I mean. So right, back. Just got to wind it off first. Said all the surfaces and stuff you go over. The last one was very dusty. The one when we flew the drone was that film, and you could see there where the drone was landing how much dust was being kicked up. So it's not going to hurt it to I'm going to do now, I'm just going to give that a spray with some penetrating fluid. There's hardly any left in the can, so I just want to use this stuff off before I use anything else and waste it. So, what I'm going to do now, just going to fit it to the chair. See how difficult things are when you're crippled. Hey, hey, hey. So, now, when it's like that, now, what I don't want is so look at this. Just rest that like that. Okay. Now, it seems to be fitting in there quite nice and tight. I would have liked it's just this piece here. Whether I should adjust that in a fraction. See, there's an adjustment just in, there's a hole there with an Allen key in there, which if you screw it in, it makes this go in, screw it out, it makes it go out. So I'm just gonna try and tighten that just a turn. I've got a selection of Allen keys for me because I don't know what size it is. It's bigger than that. I'm hoping it will be this one. Yes, it is. One turn. Let's see what that does. Now, that's tight on there now. Now, obviously the adjustments we have on here will adjust the angle and to the foot plate. So when the wheel, let me just turn down there like that. As you see the wheel now, the casters lift off, so you're using this instead of these. You've got to make sure that obviously if you adjust the foot plate, it has a bearing on how much it lifts these wheels off. Now obviously I can't just put the foot plate wherever I like, because as you can see, you can't just put it wherever you like, because you rely on the angle of that, without that on there, the foot plate, to how comfortable it feels when I'm sitting in the chair. So I'm going to give that a try and see what we've got with that now, to see if that's made any difference. I think with lubricating it, I'll probably solve the problem. But like I said, I think it was a little bit loose, so I've adjusted that to make this tighter on here. So I'm going to try with that. I think I'll be okay with that. So we'll go with that then. Right. This wheelchair is an Autobock Voyager, and this is the Autobock Voyager Sport, because what's the difference between a sport and an ordinary chair? It's lighter. It's the only thing that's different. It's a lot lighter. So I'll sit back a bit because I'm sitting on my cushion from there, because it's very painful for me to sit on hard surfaces. I love that chair. It really, really is good. And it's really tough. The reason I chose an Autobock, because the tubes and everything are a little bit stronger, which is what I like. So some of the other ones that I tried when I came out of the hospital, we're talking 2004 or something like that, I used to have different wheelchairs to try. Out of all the ones I tried an Autobock, which wasn't like this one, the lighter one. It was a heavier one, but because I'm big, if I'm a larger person, then obviously you don't want to be thinking every 5 minutes the chair's going to hit something and the chair's just going to fold up because it's so spindly. So this is why I chose an Autobock. German made, like most things in Germany, they know what they're doing when they come to build things. So yeah, no, it's a really good chair. Does everything I possibly could want. So that's why I chose this particular chair. The freewheel, used it a lot. It's great, fantastic for fields, anything like that. It really is really, really good. So I've just noticed it's got little bowls there. But that doesn't matter. But it's a nice piece of kit. I would recommend that a freewheel to anybody. I really would. They're that good. It's been a while since I got. So while I'm here, and I can see it now, let me just put a bit of this on this rag, and I'm going to give my casters a bit of a clean. Like I said, it's been a while since I've cleaned it. Let's turn that a bit more towards me. Just be careful, I don't like to scratch it more than it already is.